Microsoft Authenticator, the end of password management. Brace yourself. Microsoft Authenticator is no longer your go-to solution for password or most passkey management. This isn't just another routine software update. It's a major shakeup in how Microsoft handles your online credentials. You might think this is all about security improvements, but here's the twist most users don't see coming. Microsoft is actively nudging us toward a passwordless world, but the transition isn't nearly as smooth or complete as it sounds. Let's unpack everything you need to know step by step, with a few eye-openers and a dash of controversy along the way. Microsoft's strategic pivot: why passwords are out and passkeys are in. Microsoft has become one of the loudest champions for replacing traditional passwords with passkeys, digital credentials that are far more secure and much harder for hackers to exploit. Unlike passwords, passkeys can't be guessed, reused across different sites, or stolen through phishing, smishing, or other scams. Even with added security layers like two-factor authentication, passkeys come out ahead in almost every respect. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite this aggressive push toward passkeys, Microsoft Authenticator, the mobile app many people rely on for managing their credentials, has stopped allowing users to store passwords. If you still had passwords saved there, as of August 1st, 2025, access to those saved passwords is gone. For many, this may feel eerily similar to the Y2K scare, albeit on a smaller scale. Remember the panic that computers everywhere would stop working in the year 2000? This deadline has the same sense of urgency. The big shift, passkeys, takes center stage. Much of the reporting around this change misses a larger industry-wide transformation and doesn't fully explain how Microsoft plans to support users in a world beyond passwords. Here's the crucial detail. While Microsoft is telling everyone to migrate away from Authenticator for password storage, it hasn't yet provided a seamless, all-in-one platform capable of managing both passwords and passkeys in the way many users expect. The Microsoft Edge browser is being positioned as this future solution, but it's not quite up to the job yet, at least not entirely. So, where do your passwords go now? If you used Authenticator to manage your logins, Microsoft's official guidance is to export those passwords into Edge. Once you do, Edge can handle autofill, credential syncing, and storage, not just on Windows, but across various platforms including macOS, Linux, Android, and iOS. This approach, favoring browser-based password management, mirrors Google's system with Chrome. But this is often overlooked. Edge's capabilities, as of now, are limited. It can only sync passwords. Passkeys remain a separate, more complicated story. Chrome, by contrast, already syncs both passwords and passkeys across all its platforms. Edge can't do that, yet. The device-bound passkey problem. More inconvenient than you think. Here's the part most people miss. Passkeys created with Edge on Windows are what's called device-bound. They're tied to a single computer and aren't synced to other devices. For example, if you register a passkey for eBay using Edge on your Windows PC, you can't access that passkey via Edge on your Android phone. These credentials remain locked to the device on which they were created, sometimes tied even more securely through the hardware's Trusted Platform Module, TPM. This fundamental limitation undermines the convenience that most users expect from modern credential managers. After all, would you want to manage a unique, non-synced passkey for every app on every device? The obvious answer is no. People want simplicity. One set of credentials, available everywhere. Current passkey options, a fragmented landscape. Here's where things get really confusing and potentially divisive. Many articles explaining the retirement of password management from Microsoft Authenticator mention that the app will continue to support passkeys. But there's a critical nuance. The only passkeys it supports are those created for Entra ID, Microsoft's cloud-based business identity system. And even then, these are also device-bound and don't sync. For the everyday user who wants seamless access with both passwords and passkeys, Microsoft doesn't yet offer a unified solution. So what's the takeaway? At this moment, your only real Microsoft option for managing both passwords and passkeys is Edge on Windows, but only for device-bound passkeys. There is no cross-platform passkey sync. Even business users leveraging Entra ID through Authenticator miss out on passkey syncing. That's a surprising gap considering how forcefully Microsoft is selling the benefits of passkeys. A work in progress and a call for feedback. When you zoom out, the situation feels more like a chess game in progress than a finished product. Microsoft has all the right pieces: Windows, Edge, Authenticator, Entra ID, and more. But combining them into the seamless, secure future it promises is proving far trickier than expected. If Microsoft's commitment to passkeys is as strong as its messaging, cross-platform passkey sync across all versions of Edge seems inevitable and likely sooner rather than later. Until then, users looking for a one-stop solution have alternatives. Google Chrome already syncs passwords and passkeys, and third-party tools like 1Password, Bitwarden, Dashlane, and NordPass provide unified credential management with syncable passkeys and passwords. Here's a question for you. Is Microsoft taking the right approach by prioritizing device-bound passkeys for security, even at the expense of user convenience? Or should it have matched Google's syncable passkey strategy from day one? Share your thoughts. Do you see this as a security triumph or a usability misstep? Let the debate begin in the comments. Do you trust Microsoft to get this right? Or will you be looking elsewhere for your passwordless future? Why Microsoft Authenticator is transitioning to Passkeys Setup Guide. Are you a Microsoft Authenticator user? Brace yourself for a big change as the app is phasing out its password management features, with all saved passwords scheduled for deletion by August 1st. But here's where it gets controversial. Microsoft is shifting towards passkeys, a new digital authentication method that experts hail as simpler and more secure for online logins. Passkeys aim to replace complex passwords by using biometrics like facial recognition, fingerprints, digital patterns, or PINs for account access. This two-part encrypted code system enhances security, but setting up passkeys for each service can be a challenge for users with multiple accounts. Microsoft's move is driven by the need to boost online security in the face of increasing cyber threats. To set up a passkey in the Authenticator app, open the app, tap on your account, and choose Set up a Passkey. Your old passwords will still be accessible through the Microsoft Edge browser after August 1st. For iOS and Android users, enabling Edge for password management is crucial. If you prefer a different password manager, you can export your Authenticator passwords and import them into other services. While Authenticator won't handle passwords directly anymore, it remains essential for multi-factor authentication and biometric logins. Remember, not all platforms have adopted passkeys yet, so traditional passwords will still be needed in many cases. Take steps now to secure your digital credentials before these changes take full effect. Microsoft Authenticator Shutdown. How to save your passwords before they're deleted. Your passwords are about to vanish. What you need to do now, if you're a Microsoft Authenticator user, you're probably aware that today is the day your stored passwords will be deleted forever, unless you take immediate action. Microsoft has been warning users about the impending shutdown of its Authenticator app, but if you've been putting it off, now's your last chance to save your credentials. The switch to passkeys. A more secure alternative. Microsoft is phasing out its Authenticator app in favor of Passkeys, a more secure and efficient way to authenticate online. Passkeys are unique, securely stored, and can be verified using biometric authentication, such as facial recognition or fingerprint scanning. This means you'll no longer have to worry about phishing attacks or credential theft. How to save your passwords. A step-by-step guide. To save your stored Microsoft Authenticator passwords, you'll need to port them over to Microsoft Edge today. Here's how. 1. Log into your Microsoft Authenticator account and you'll be prompted to set up a new passkey. 2. Alternatively, you can open your account, tap the Set up a Passkey option, and use your existing username and password to log in. The benefits of Passkeys: faster, easier, and more secure. Passkeys are designed to make your online life easier and more secure. With Passkeys, you'll no longer have to remember complex passwords or worry about them being compromised. Plus, Passkeys are significantly more secure than user-generated passwords, as they're not stored in a password manager and can't be easily cracked by hackers. What's behind Microsoft's push for Passkeys? Microsoft has been studying how users interact with Passkeys and what makes them more likely to adopt this new technology. The company has found that the ability to sign in faster and more easily is a major perk for users. By making Passkeys the default login option, Microsoft is aiming to provide a more secure and efficient authentication experience for its users. What's next? As Microsoft continues to phase out passwords in favor of Passkeys, it's likely that we'll see